What's up, connoisseurs? It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. Today is Tuesday, August 6th. Hope you're doing awesome. And in this video, we're going to be discussing some news with regards to Tim Walz, the new VP pick by Kamala Harris, first pro MJ legalization Democratic ticket. And this is definitely not going to be a political video. I'm not going to give any opinions on what you should or shouldn't do. I just want what's best for MJ, and I'm just reporting the news. We're going to take a look at MSOS ETF. We had a lot of green in the broader market and in the sector today. So we'll take a look at the chart and what to expect there in terms of price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. But we did have earnings from Trulieve and Green Thumb, which I posted videos on as well. So we had some nice momentum off of absolute monstrous earnings, absolutely crushed estimates. Before we get to it though, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and you should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. So Harris's vice president pick is Tim Walz, means a pro-MJ Democratic ticket. The Dem presidential nominee, Kamala Harris, selection of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her vice president on Tuesday is encouraging news for the $36 billion U.S. MJ industry. For the first time, there will be a pro-legalization major party ticket, said David Culver, Senior Vice President of Public Affairs of the U.S. MJ Council, a Washington, D.C.-based lobby of the industry. Culver was referencing Harris's support as Vice President of the Biden administration quest to relax federal MJ law, as well as Walz's record as Minnesota's governor. And then I posted on X earlier today as well. Harris has chosen Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as the VP pick. Governor Tim Walz signed a bill into law in Minnesota on May 30th, 2023, legalizing recreational MJ for adults aged 21 and older. The law allows for the possession, use, and home cultivation of MJ starting on August 1st, 2023. So a little over a year ago. Governor Walz has expressed support for the legalization of recreational MJ, stating that it expands the economy, creates jobs, and regulates the industry to keep Minnesotans safe. So this is great news. Obviously, they definitely have their work cut out for them. And to quote Boris Jordan from Cureleaf, they're probably going to wait to as close to the election as possible to start promoting MJ. And we just had broader market weakness, so this was great to see. We also had Ohio came online today. I think 98 dispensaries were selling as a result of this and adult use. So that was great to see. This is going to be a huge market as well. And then obviously Florida adult use on the ballot for November. We had Green Thumb absolutely crush their earnings. And then we had Trulieve report today, and they had fantastic earnings. I just posted a video a few minutes ago on that. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out. 60% gross margin. And they did beat, but they did come in with a loss. But we did have Green Thumb with a huge gain, and they absolutely crushed their estimates as well. So if you haven't seen that, you can check it out. But MSOS, investors happy today. We closed the day up 8.93%. And MSOX, if we bring that up here real quickly, it ended the day up over 18%. So from the low of yesterday, MSOS was actually up over 15, just under 16% from the low of yesterday. And we did have a lot of broader market weakness, and I posted a video yesterday as well. I said, is the bull run over? And in that video was a live stream. I basically said, no, I do not think so. And then today we rebounded in a big way. Taking a look at the S&P 500, the low of yesterday was 510, and the high of the day today was 529. So off of the low there, we were up almost 4%. So we want to see that. That's what we want to see after a big flush down. Is we want to see a nice, aggressive buy the dip and V-shaped recovery. That goes to show us that bullish momentum hasn't completely waned, and that we can potentially see higher highs from here. But MSOS on the daily time frame did come off daily oversold. So that was a great entry point. And as I've been telling people, you don't want to FOMO in. After the DEA news on April 30th, I said we still had another daily bear flag target as well, targeting 537. And a lot of people thought I was crazy. And then, like I said, the low of the day yesterday, 620. So it wasn't that far-fetched. We came within about 12% from there. So it's very possible that we continue to see a little bit more downside. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, we are gearing up for a stochastic. Actually, we just had a stochastic bull cross, and a MACD is lining up very close to seeing a bull cross, but we're still below the 10-week moving average. We're still bumping our heads and unable to get above the weekly moving averages again, so we're below all of those, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. And we just had a death cross as well with the 50 and the 200-day moving average. So just questioning if we could see a little bit, I think that, it's possible that we see one more leg down from here. If you take a look at a name like TCNNF, it hasn't seen its death cross yet. If we take a look at GTBIF, it just saw its death cross. So yeah, it's not looking too hot. You got some other names like Tilray, other leaders in Canada that could be gearing up for a golden cross. So yeah, it's looking like USMJ could potentially see a little bit more weakness, either sideways action, turbulence, one more potential leg down. And if we did see another leg down, that would more than likely be as a result of broader market weakness. Maybe the S&P 500 and SPY ETF drops down to around 500. Maybe 500, but there's a lot of stop losses probably at 500. So maybe we dip down to 500 psychological, 490, go stop loss hunting. I could see that potentially. And historically, leading into the elections, the summer months are typically not that great. It's usually the fall, like October, where we start to see, historically a great month for the stock market. So I think there could be some turbulence over the next month or so. But leading into the elections, we should see some tailwinds rather from the broader market. And then, like I said, we should see a big push as a narrative to MJ heading in closer to the election. They'll want to wait as close to that as possible, because people forget, right? So they'll want to wait till as close to the election as possible. And then also Florida on the ballot. We have rescheduling more than likely going to happen before the elections as well. And if it doesn't happen before the elections, like, that is a big issue for them, right? For the Dems. And again, I just want what's best for MJ. I'm not telling you to vote, who to vote for, what to do. But at the end of the day, I'm Canadian, I can't vote anyway. So I just want what's best for MJ. And a lot of people are saying, well, the Dems are in control now and they have the Senate, but they haven't done anything, right? They haven't legalized it. They haven't even rescheduled it yet. They haven't done banking. While I would tend to agree, you can't forget that they did initiate the rescheduling process. So in my opinion, it is going to happen very, very soon. And we could see descheduling, over the next couple of years as well, to join, Germany and Canada. Canada looking to improve excise taxes more than likely. We know that's been tabled and it could be forthcoming in the not too distant future. And then Germany looking to fast track Pillar 2. The rest of the EU coming online. So the US is never first, they're never last. But yeah, we have to give them some credit of the fact that they did initiate rescheduling. And like I said, if they don't do it before the elections, then I would agree. People are not going to forget that. They're going to be very, very upset. But if they did reschedule, that would be a major win for them and would come through on their promise. So that's what I'll be looking for leading into the elections. We should find out in the next couple of weeks whether or not there's going to be a hearing. I doubt it. I think they'll want to move that along expeditiously as possible. But going to end it there, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you again on the next one. Take care.